Hi friends, welcome back. Are you looking for a way to automate your test in Selenium and start writing code with very less effort? Then you're at the right video. So let's get started. So let's proceed. In this tutorial today, we are going to learn how to code in Selenium Java. So we will write our test in Java code using Selenium WebDriver. We'll learn how to keep our code very simple and make it reusable. So we'll have some tips and tricks on how to code in a way that you should keep in mind that you can make it very less code and simple and still be able to reuse the code again and again for different tests. So after we are done with 1 and 2, we will automate two different test scenarios on two different applications using the same set of code that we developed. So which means that once you have those code available in your framework, you will be able to automate different tests with almost zero code. So for this tutorial, we'll automate two test scenario which is flashing on the screen. The first one is like go to Google homepage, search for this text, click on the image tab and verify image are displayed by checking one of the images. Second scenario is go to youtube.com, search for this text, then click one of the relevant link which says this string. Verify the video starts, like the video screen has started. Stop the video for 2 seconds and after 2 seconds resume the video. Now quickly I'll show you manually running this test. What do I mean? The first test scenario, I'll run it here. It means go to Google, write a text, and then once you receive the response, then go ahead and click the images tab and verify any of the images being displayed. The second scenario, test scenario, is go to youtube.com, write the text, any string, installing something like this. Then click the link which has similar term. Verify the video has started. Pause the video for 2 seconds and then resume the video after 2 seconds. So these are the two simple scenarios that it is telling us to automate. So if you look at the scenario and check here that go to Google homepage, these two scenarios refers to opening the browser. Now these two scenarios, the second here and the second here, says search the text, some text. So you have to actually enter some text. Sorry about my handwriting. Then the third one, if you check here, click the image, and here too it says click the relevant link. Now both of them are actually click. Here it says verify the images are displayed. Here you see that verify the video starts, the verify video pane is displayed. So these both are verify. Now here step 2, stop the video for 2 seconds, and the next one, sixth step, is stop the video for resume the video after 2 seconds. Both of them are actually, if you go to this video, if you click here it starts, and if you click here it stops. So it's actually nothing but click again. So looking at these steps, how many actions do we find? We find one, open browser, the second is enter, third is click, and fourth is verify. With just these four things we'll be able to automate our tests. So now let's proceed to the coding section. For these four actions I already have the code written here, here in this, I'll show you the code. The first action on this page, it says open browser. So the opening of a browser, I've already shown the code in my last tutorial for opening up the browser, and I've already explained, so I'll skip this. The video to the URL to that video is present in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and watch if you have not yet watched. And proceeding further, we need code to click an element. In order to click an element, we have this simple code here. In order to click any element, what we need to is the element locator. By the element locator, I mean when you go to the browser page, and if you go to the developer tool on this page, and if you try to find any element, it takes you to the DOM, uh, the object, the DOM of that page, document object of that page. From here you can find out the unique identifier of that element, and if we call it element locator. By that you can identify the element and click the element. And the simple lines to click the element is, first find the element. Open browser gives me the driver of the Selenium WebDriver, and then it has a function find element. I am finding the element by XPath locator value, and I do click the element. Once I have the element, I do element dot click. In order to get the element locator, I use the user, the tester, to provide me the element locator value. So so every function in this framework, the action driven from framework, every function has this hash map variable in its object argument. It's because this makes it so versatile that you can ask as many as whatever things you need for the Selenium to perform your actions. You can ask the tester, the user, to provide it, and then your code is just independent of any hard coding. Your code is independent of any application, and hence you can use this particular click an element code for any application, because if you see, look at the code, it doesn't depend on any value other than the element locator which the user, the tester, provides. The next action we have is enter text. The enter text action is again similar. For this we need to identify the element and enter the text. So in this case we need two variables. So hence our function has two variables asking the user the element locator and store it in locator value, the text that you want to enter and store it in the text value, and the web element. This line remains the same, how to identify an element on the. So this is a Selenium action actually, which it will find the element by the XPath that the user provides. Now here is element dot clear. In an input box, in a text box, before you write anything, it is recommended that you clear things and then start writing something. So hence that's the step we do, is we first clear out the element, and then we send the keys, we write the text whatever the user is giving to us. Now next action after enter text is, once you write the text, you hit enter on this page, and that enter is nothing but a submit action. For submit action, this is the simple lines of code again, wherein you are writing wherein you are just asking user again the element locator, which is again the same input box, the input box search engine, and then you find the element and you do element dot submit. These are the actions that you need to perform on the browser. The last action what we were left with is verify. Now coming to the verify action, it looks something like this. UI validation, verify element is displayed. So why why I wrote only the action to verify element is displayed. If going back to the scenario, if you see here, we are verifying the the images are displayed by checking one of the images displayed, and here we verify the video starts. So on YouTube, that very big video, when you open up any video screen on YouTube, these are small pans of video, but when you click any of them, this big pan is not available until you click it. So this is a different page, and the search result page is a different page. So it all the video pane on the search result and on the starting video is different. So I'm identifying if the when the video start, that pane is displayed or not. So both of them is accomplished by verify element is displayed. So what if I and in this action, as in, you know that every action I am using this hash map. So it as an argument, like as a variable being passed to the function. This is verify element is displayed also takes the hash map, and here what you need to verify is the element locator. I mean the element, how you will identify which element is displayed or not displayed. And there is a second thing I'm asking user to provide is, sometimes your test could be negative, like you want to verify the element is not displayed, and sometimes your test is positive if you want to verify your element is displayed. So in that case, this is the second variable where I'm asking user should display true or false. So the user provides the element locator and true value if the element is expected to displayed, false value if the element is not expected to displayed. So here's, you see the beauty of this hash map as an when you take it as an object is that it can be mapped to any type of variables. Like it can take any type. One same hash map is taking string as well as boolean, and when I use it, like when I take off the element value, the element locator value, I'm expecting it as a string. So I typecast into a string and put it in the locator value. When I take the when I am expecting the value of should display true or false, which is a boolean value. So since I'm expecting it as a boolean value, I'm typecasting into a boolean and putting into a boolean variable. Now next step is to verify the element, find the element on the page. So this is the Selenium general action that you know that we need the driver. So open browser.driver, find element, and I'm finding here by XPath locator value, and then boolean. Once I have the element, I am checking if the element is displayed or not. Now this is displayed is from Selenium method, and it returns a boolean value. So I store that result into result variable, boolean result variable. So here boolean should display is an expected value of the user, and boolean result variable is an actual value on the page. So I just compare if should display is equal to results, which means what you expect is equal to what you get. So suppose the user expects, the tester expects the element should not be displayed, so this value is false. Now when you test on the page and you find that element is displayed, is returning false because the element is not present, so it will be false. So false equals false, true. So the function will finally return true, means what you expected is what you get. But if you expected not to be displayed and still element.isDisplayed has returned true, it means your element is still being displayed, then should display false is equal to result true. So it becomes an false equals true, no, then it goes into and it returns, oh sorry, I'm very sorry about this, it should return false. So it returns false. Once you return false, it becomes like this boolean verify element displayed function run will return a boolean value which is like true or false, whether your test passed or failed. Now this is what part of the verification is. So we are, if you see, we are done with all of the actions: open, enter, click and verify. Now let's go ahead and run it. In order to run them, I have written the test in form of test.ng, but if you use different tool or techniques, you can definitely have the same code, but your test case writing style will be different. But I can explain you how did I write in test.ng. So in test.ng, this is the start of this. These are the two test cases that I have: search on Google and search on YouTube. So let me proceed with first search on Google. So search on Google here, if you see, this is the class test.ng class search on Google, and as you know, for every action I need a hash map. So I have for every test case I will need to have a hash map variable, which I have it as a general public variable for this class. I keep it here. In test.ng annotations, you might test.ng has many annotations like before class, before method. So I'm using here a before method annotation, which is like before running any test, this method will be executed. So this method this method is called setup, because before running any test on the page, I would need the browser to open my desired application. So I write that piece of code in the setup function, and here is the thing that the code that I would need to open up the browser. For opening the browser, I need to I need two variables, URL and browser type. URL is my desired application, target application, and the browser type is where I want to open this application. And simply I hit open browser.run. This open browser contains the driver variable, and it will instantiate the driver. Now once the driver and the page is open, now my actual test begins. The test, once it's done, is like search for the text Selenium test, click on image tab and verify the image is displayed. So going there, I do first this for params.clear is a good technique to always do, because in every test I'm using the same parameter. In this class search Google, I'm using the same params variable, which is a public variable. So before starting the test, I'm just clearing whatever key it has. So next I write is, since I need to enter the text, if you go back to the code of enter text, if you go back to the code of enter text, you need two values. One is the element locator, how to identify the element, and second is the text that you want to enter on it. So this, to make sure that you know what you are going to call. So I'm going to call enter.run, and it requires two variables. So I am going to pass those two things here. First, I do params.put. Params is my hash map variable. Put is a function from hash map, and it takes two entries: the element key, the key and the key value. So the key is element locator, and the value of the key is whatever XPath I'm passing. Secondly, I need to enter the key as text. Params.put, the key is text, and my search and my value of that text variable is selenium.test. So when it goes to execute enter text, it comes here, and it in this function it will extract the value of the key element locator and put it in locator value, which will actually be the XPath, and then it will extract the value of text and put it into the text variable, which will actually be the value that we want to enter in the search box. So coming back, now that you have both the things, you can directly run enter dot. After I click on a relevant link, I need to verify the video starts or not. So the locator for video element is here, element locator for video pane is here. video container. And the next thing I need to tell the class that whether I want to verify my element is displayed or not. So I want it to know that it is displayed, so I pass it true. If I'm expecting not to display, I can pass it false. Then it verifies the verified this I'm calling the verify element is displayed dot run with the passing the parameters. Then next is after it is passed the video pane, I need to click on the video pane to make it stop for 2 seconds. So click on the element directly, and the last element locator is the video pane locator here. So it will click on the video pane locator, and so once it clicks, it stops for, and I'm stopping for 2 seconds. Again clicking the same element locator here, and again I stop for 4 seconds, and finally again I verify the element is being displayed or not. This is not needed if you put this assertion here as well. So it's or you can always put the assertion at the end or anywhere. I just put it twice here. So now it's time to run the test. Let's go ahead and run it. So let's first run the search on Google. There the Google test has started. If you see, the images tab will be clicked and it starts verifying one of the image. The test passed. Here you see the test has passed. Now let's go ahead and do the second one. Search on YouTube. Run. Right click on run. So it's going to open up Chrome browser. Going to open the youtube.com. Enter the test install IntelliJ. Now it clicked the install IntelliJ. So it started, stopped for 2 seconds, started back again. Hello everybody. And you see it will wait for 4 seconds and then the test passed. So hence, see, so simply with writing just 3 general actions and 1 verify action, we were able to automate both of these test scenarios so easily. So friends, I hope this was very helpful, and if you like my video, then please hit a like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back very soon with another video. Till then, happy learning and have a very great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.